Hi everybody. How's all my Moments with Celeste friends today? Come on in. We're going to do a little bit of journal fun today. So just come on in and join us. Let us all know you're here, because you know we love that, right? We do. And get you straight in there. Okay. So just give it a minute here to allow people an opportunity to come on in and join us today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is. Hope it's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. I think I'm going to have to get a new phone arm. Ooh, that brightened up the world for us, didn't it? I think we're going to have to get a new phone holder there. It just keeps going crooked. Don't know what its problem is today, folks. But I might be down here under the table before we're done today. Oh, so come on in and say hi, everybody. Glad to be with you today here on Moments with Celeste. And I don't know if you remember, for those of you that saw me a couple of weeks ago, it's already been longer than that. It's almost been a month ago. We started on this notebook that I have that is a back to school type of a theme. And so today, hang on a second. There's something going wonky up here. Hang on. I gotcha. Okay. You guys were going. But we started on this little back to school journal notebook back. Hi there, Peggy. How are you? Good to see you today. Come on in and sit a few minutes with us. Hello, Lori Thompson. Happy day to you too. And who else do we have out there in Moments with Celeste land? Who else is going to say hi? So remember, those of you that saw this, hello, Deborah Gray. Hey, Deborah, by the way, I got that ordered today, so it's supposed to be here on Saturday, so keep our fingers crossed, okay? It's supposed to be here Saturday. Okay, so this was the cover that we did, and this has been about 4 weeks ago, and I haven't touched this little book since then, you guys. So this is the one where we have all the cute little sweet, that was there, okay. Sweet little pictures on the pages, and I kind of went through and skipped some pages till I make sure I've got enough of everything I need. Look at that cute little boy. Isn't he a dolly? He's so cute. So today we're going to go ahead and finish up, first of all, putting the fun little ephemera pieces in here. I loved her. Isn't she precious? Oh gosh, I love little kiddos. I do. I just sent my niece a text and said, what day next week's going to work for me to come and get my girly visit? Because she's got the 4 little girls. So we're going to go ahead and just play around with this right now. And I think I know my problem is I got a new phone yesterday. And it's still got the case on it, and I think it's heavier than my other one was. So that must be what's weighing us down on that phone up there. But I had quite the day yesterday, folks. I was supposed to do a live yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock Central at this same time period, but yesterday I was doing an event in Lolly's Crafty Friends. And in the afternoon, we had been out and doing some errands, and we were coming out of the grocery store, And an elderly gentleman came running right through a little intersection there at the grocery store area where we're in the through lane, and he came around and he plowed us, you guys. Thank you, Jackie. He plowed us. I am so glad we weren't out on the busy street, because he smashed I was on the passenger side, and he smashed half of the front door, smashed all of the back door, smashed, and over the back wheel well got some smash damage. He did some damage on top of the tire well back there. But if he had been going 35 or 40 miles an hour, oh my gosh. So anyway, that kind of messed up our whole afternoon yesterday, and we didn't get home in time for me to do my live. And so, you know, by the time you deal with everybody and all the insurance and all that, and so thankfully, like I said, I'm glad we weren't out on one of our major streets here, and it wasn't through a major intersection of somebody going 45 miles an hour. So anyway, that's how our day ended up being yesterday. Yeah, so we're both a little sore today in our shoulders and our necks and our backs, but at least there's nothing worse than that. So glad to be here today. So we'll play around. We're doing okay. We are, Peggy. We really are. We're doing okay. There was no bruising, no cuts. We just, like I said, we just got muscle. Because it actually, when he hit us, it actually threw our car up in the air a little bit, our SUV up, and then we bolted back down like that. And we both were. So, but we'll be, it's going to be all right. We'll go get the car appraised tomorrow for them to get it all fixed for us. So, like I said, it's an SUV. And his was an SUV too. So it was a battle of the SUVs. Jackie, your package got put in the mail this morning, and today, and so it should be coming too. I felt so bad, Peggy, because I bet you the man, I would venture to say, was probably late 80s, if not early 90s. And he just wasn't looking, and he just came. It just hit us straight head on in the middle of the back end of our car. So we were already, you know, so I felt bad for him. He was shaking, you know, and so concerned and wanting to make sure that we were okay. And he apologized, you know, profusely. So sweet man. I hope he's not real sore today. So, but anyway, let's get on with this. Remember this cute little book that I had found at my scrapbook store, that back to school, that had all the pages and the pages and the pages and the pages of ephemera and stickers. And yeah, that's what I thought too, Peggy. Probably time. It's hard to let that go, isn't it? It's hard to let that go. So we're going to go ahead and go through, and we're going to add more things to this today, and maybe add some pretty little color sheets as well. But what I've been doing is I'm going through and I'm skipping a page and then putting in ephemera on the next page. So we got a few to finish up there. And I just love these. I just think they are so precious. So this one here, if you remember me mentioning, I'm a little bummed because the way that this book is set up is that it's got the ephemera right on the front side of some pretty pages for the backing. And so I have to pick and choose. Do I want to cut the ephemera pages, or do I want to cut the, so like good example is, this is the page on this one, okay? You got this page here, but then the back side is a fun page. See? So I'm going to try to finagle it around to make it work to my advantage. You're dealing with a father-in-law who is almost 90 and still driving. It scares you. Yeah, it just does. And you know, I know that's hard. And you know, we had to actually, we didn't have to convince. I think my father-in-law scared himself enough, or not my father, my father-in-law, it was my father, back about 15, 20 years ago. He was in his mid-70s, but he had a lot of heart trouble, and he had severe diabetes, and I had gotten 2 reports of people that had seen him going the wrong way on one-way streets. And one time my daughter was with them, and he got on I-80 interstate here and was going the wrong way on the end, and my daughter was with him, and that's when I was like, okay. So we said, and he didn't tell us, of course, but she did. So like, Dad, and he goes, I know. He goes, I don't want to risk anybody's life. And so, but it was hard because my dad was a go-getter. He loved to go, go, go. That, you know, driving is your independence. And when you lose that, that's hard. So we ended up taking him lots of places after that. lots of places. And you know, Lori, what I found, and I worked in senior living for 10 years. And what I found is so much as family members, we don't want to have those hard conversations because we don't want to hurt their feelings. And we think that they should be able to just make that decision. But it really does come to a point where you have to weigh the whole thing, you know. And it's not just, it's no longer just about his safety, but it's about the safety of everybody around him. And that's a conversation we have with my dad. And I find a lot of those conversations are the same kind of a tenor that, you know, when you have a loved one that's suffering with dementia, it's really hard for families to make that decision, but we have to understand that the reason we have to make that decision is because, especially when it's with dementia, even though they may be doing well in a lot of areas, their reaction time, if that's slowing down, we all know how quick that has to be when you're driving. Or maybe it's a decision of when it's time to maybe make a move to a senior living community, you know, where you can have a lot of things done and, you know, everybody's going to be safer in the long run. But I found through counseling families for so many years in the memory care situation that you have to, I used to say, you know, it gets to a point where we have to make that decision with our head, not with our heart. Because our heart's going to hold us back every time, and then that's when bad things can happen. But our head knows, okay, this is what's going to happen. So, yeah, don't mean a lecture, because I'm not lecturing or getting on my soapbox. It's just dear to my heart. It really is. Tammy, in my line of work, we call it being a parent to the parent. Not easy at all, and that's exactly. It's hard, because I had me and my siblings. We had to get to that point with my dad, that, and it's hard. You feel guilty. You feel guilty because you're the kid. You're the one that is used to them telling us what to do, and when we have to start helping them to decide what to do, it can get a little sticky sometimes. No fun at all. So all of us go through it. We're going to go through it one way or another with either somebody we love or somebody's going to be doing it with us. So anyway, it's not fun. Okay, so I got that one. I didn't show you the cute picture. I got so busy teaching. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? The little professor. And let's see. Let's go with this one up here. I'm going to try some pictures that maybe I've cut out some pieces here. Let's see if we've got something that I haven't used yet. See, this even comes with these adorable, those little see-through stickers. And I love those too, so I think maybe we'll find one to put in here. I think she's so cute. Oh my, so cute. Okay, so this one here I'm going to cut out is just going to be a small one. And it's just like a workbook with the eyeglasses laying on top of it. So I'm going to cut it out here and get it on. And we'll put it on this little white page here, and then we're going to come back in on some of these pages and put some trims and things on it, because I like to put that color, you know. So let's see, I put him up high, got that one down low. I think what I'll do is put the little glasses just right down here towards the middle on this page. And that's one of those little, I can't remember what those are called, but see those little glasses there? So that's a fun one, right? And then, let's see, we're going to go with, there are so many cute pictures of kids in this pack that I can hardly take the cuteness. But let's see, let's do this one over here. How about we go, there's a cute little girl that she's still got her coat on, ready for winter, fall weather. So I'm just guessing she's just arriving to school. And she hasn't taken her coat off yet. Do you remember how good it used to feel when, for those of you that live in cold weather, as kids, if you had to walk to school and you'd be all bundled in layers and layers, how good it always felt to step inside the school where it was warm. And then, you know, I can remember getting to our locker and biting my mittens off and taking the scarves off and just, oh, I felt so good to be in a nice warm school. And then that bell would ring at the end of the day and we'd have to put it all back on to get back home. So look at her. Isn't she a cutie? I just love these. I think I may have enough left in these books that I might put together some little ephemera packets that I'll put on one of my sales too. So that if anybody would like some, I definitely can, we can do that. Let's see, she's so cute. I think I'm going to put her right down here in this corner. So there, I got her in there. So every other page, whoever gets this little booklet is going to be able to enjoy some of these fun little pictures. And let's see. This one here is a big one. No, I don't want to. That could be too big, I think. There's just lots. This isn't even all the pages, you guys. Okay, so see? So I think on this one here, let's go with, well, let's see here what he's even doing. I'm not even sure. Here, we'll put this little bouquet of these little sunflowers, because I'm just sure somebody brought their teacher a little bouquet of flowers. Right? Do you remember, or did you ever do with your kids where they would take a little surprise, little gift to their teachers from time to time? What are some things that you guys can remember? Either you took yourself, or your kids took, or maybe it's your grandkids that take to show their teacher that they love their teacher. What were some things? Let's see. Can you go ahead and put them in the comments, some things that you thought about that maybe you brought? Okay, so we got the little thing of bouquet of flowers that we just know this teacher is going to sit on her desk. Around. I'm using my Eileen's glue today, the tacky glue. I don't get to use it too often, so I'm using it today. Did I hear you are attending Cheryl and Michelle's meet and greet? I am, Joanne. Are you? Are you, Joanne? Oh, I hope you are. I'd love to meet you. I would absolutely love that. So it's about a 5-hour drive here from Omaha, and I figured that's as close as I'm going to get to being able to drive to anybody's meet and greets, because I all send to them, oh, great, Joanne, I can't wait. Well, you better get ready, girlfriend, because you will be getting a hug. You know you will be getting a hug from Wah. And I am looking forward to it. I can't wait, because I've been wanting to go to a meet and greet, but they're all like on the East Coast, or that I've seen, or they're down south, or maybe in Kentucky. Kentucky, it's a 10-hour drive, you know, if I drove, but I'm sure I could fly in somewhere with that. So I know there's some that have done, we got someone that's coming up, I know, I think it's Dina's is there. Oh, I'm glad you got love hugs, because I am a hug alert. I need to put a sign, hug alert. I'm a hugger. You will love that meet and greet. Oh, Peggy, I cannot wait. I love the Crafty Bunch page with Cheryl and Michelle. You know, it's probably been about 8 months ago, Michelle actually took time with me on the phone to give me some tips on doing private groups and different things. And I just fell in love with her. She is a jewel. So yes, I'm going. So I am really excited. Really excited. So I don't know if there's anybody else that I know that's going. I think, well, I know there are some that I know that I met here on my different pages that I follow. So that's going to be a fun one. And like I said, it's only a 5-hour drive, so I think I can handle that. I hope. Let's see. Here's another cute one. I think this one's so adorable. I'll have to cut this out and show you. Wait till you see this picture. Wait till you see this. Let's see, they are both wonderful ladies. They sure are treasures. They are treasures. There are so many wonderful people on our crafting pages and things. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Look at this one, you guys. Is this not the sweetest little picture? I just love all the little kids in there. They got their arms locked, or they're holding their hands, and they're walking, you know, maybe they're getting ready for a game of Red Rover. I don't know. What kind of journal are you using, Kimmy? You are asking. This here, I actually bought this, and it's one that has, so both sides, the front and the back, have the cardstock, and then it has the closure. And I'm leaving these on here. Oh, here it says, it's called Little, it's probably backwards for you. It's a Little Birdie Journaling Notebook, archival quality, 144 pages. Artist quality paper, 100% recycled cover. Perfect for everyday journaling, recipe book, note-taking, diary, travel diary, alterable cover, paint it, personalize it, decoupage, do whatever we want in it. So that's what that looked like to start with. And then I'm going to use these. I'm leaving them on because I think I'm going to decorate these and maybe make something with those. And so they're just lots of blank pages to do whatever you want to do. It'd be great for art journaling. But this one here I'm making for a school journal with the idea that maybe someone who is a teacher or a retired teacher or a student would enjoy this at some point here. So that's what we have. So 1, 2, 3, we'll go to this page here, and this is where I'm going to put that now. Where did I set it? Okay, my little gang of kiddos. Whoop. Better pull that off. Okay, so I think I'll put this one here. Trying to see where I put some of the others, because I like to rotate it a little bit, the placement. So this one here I'm going to put right in the middle. I am going to grunge and I'm going to watch the Cowboys play. Is that tonight? Oh boy, that'll be a good game. That will be a good game, Jackie. I'll probably watch some of it. Are you an Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan, Jackie? Do tell, do tell. Eagles or Cowboys? Those are two teams that I'm kind of like, you know, well, I hope somebody wins. So I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan here. So again, you know, we're only about 3 hours from Kansas City. So here in the Midwest, that's kind of, you do that, or we've got people here. A lot of people in our area, they either go for Kansas City. You'll have a lot that will go for Denver in Nebraska, because you got the west side of Nebraska and the east side. Then we have people that are Minnesota fans, because that's only about 6 hours from us. But you're a Viking and a Steelers fan, okay. So, but you know, when it gets down to those final playoffs, that's when I really decide which one of those I need to go against or go for, you know. But I am a huge Nebraska Cornhusker college football. It's in my blood. Been it since we were kids, you know. We were raised here in Omaha, and that's where we have, that's where we're at, is college football. And then the Kansas City Chiefs, I like that too. But I love college football or professional. I just love football. I really do. So I usually watch a lot of different games. Our son and grandson and daughter-in-law, they love any game that's anything with anything. Sports, baseball, basketball, football, soccer. So, yeah. Just kind of fun, isn't it? Okay, let's see here. This is a cute one. And it's another big one, though. I'm going to put this here where you guys can kind of see these. Sorry. This one's got the big picture of the school. And I'm thinking I'll put that back here again, because it was the front cover was of the big school. So I'm thinking that the back cover, or on the back page, would be cute to put the school again, because now, you know, we're going to school and then we're coming home from school. So let's just put that and make that happen. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it maybe right in here, close to the back page. And let's see, you love Texas Tech college football. Okay, didn't Texas Tech, did Texas Tech, no, that was Texas, I think, that beat Ohio State this week. Is that right? This past weekend? I know it was one of the Texases played Ohio, but I don't think they beat them. I think it was, I didn't get to catch that one. Our Nebraska Cornhuskers, boy, they eked it out. That was a fun game, though, because it was the first game of the season, and we played Cincinnati, but they had us down at the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium. So that was a fun game. Our fans loved that. There were 70, I think they guessed there were 70,000 Nebraska fans at that game. And the traffic going down there between Omaha and Kansas City took 6 hours to do that 2.5 to 3 hour drive. So I'm glad I didn't go down there. Isn't that just crazy? But we do. The Husker fans are a huge following. They will go anywhere, anywhere. If you're playing in Florida, we're down there. If you're in California, we're there. So, but that was a fun way to start the season. Okay, let's put this school, I think I'm going to put it right up here in the middle. And then we're going to put some things around it. And then remember I did the little denim pocket, and I bought a little sunflower pin to stick down in there. Isn't that fun? Yes, okay, I thought that they won, but then I thought, oh, maybe it wasn't. So, yeah, that was a good game. That was a good one. All right, let's see here. Unless you were an Ohio State fan. That wasn't so much fun. Oops, other way around. So, yeah, I'm so confused. I'm not even going to say. They may have won or lost. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Text, okay. Hi there, Jamie. How are you, my dear friend? Hi, 1, 2. We got that. Done. Done. Now we're going to put something over here. I think I'll go with one of my little stickers. Let's go with this cute little one. This is going to be a backpack sticker. And let's see here. This one's like that. See? Aren't the colors? I love the colors in this book. Ohio won 14-7. Okay, I thought I saw that, but I wasn't convinced. Okay, so I got that little girl there. Got our flowers here. So I think we'll put our backpack. Got that page done. And then that one. Okay. So I think what we'll do here for the backpack is I'm going to put it over here on this side of the book. And we'll just stick it over here in the corner. Okay, so we've got all the stickers in that I'm going to do for right now. Because like I said, I went every other. Because like I said, when you have 144 pages, it's going to be a little much to try to decorate all 144, right? Aren't those cutouts adorable, Mitzi? How are you doing, my dear friend? Okay, so I got these, okay, it's at, if you go on to, there's a website called, it's the little shop I go to, but it's called Scrapbook Haven. Go to Scrapbook Haven website, and they sell their things there. And I'm pretty sure she probably has the back to school junk journal and ephemera book on there, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so maybe if I afterwards, if I see the link, I can go in and pull it for you. If you don't still have it on there, but it's ordered through her shop, Scrapbook Haven website. Okay, now, whoops, I bent the page. Oh boy. Let's go back to the beginning here. And we are going to take, before I do this, let's go ahead and do some little jujing up here on the pages. So this one here had some little pockets in it. And it had 3 little miniature tags that I found that weren't in this packet. This book, you guys, has got, I think it's over 200 things to do in there. Okay, you're a Cowboys fan, win, lose, or draw. That's what kind of we are with Nebraska football. I also like the Vikings and Chiefs. Well, I like most of them. I just love to watch the NFL. Yeah, me too. I'm a big I love Kansas City Chiefs, but you know, I'm not going to go into the whole details there because everybody knows. But I'm kind of a little over that, a little piece of a little couple in there. It's like, okay, let's just watch football. That's kind of where I'm at with it all. So, let's go with getting some trims. So let's start here. I've got some little trims that I was able to pull out. I have some different blues, blacks and blues. I've got some little teals here. I've got a denim and a little strip here. And then we've got some oranges. And we've got some, of course, you know me, I love to use my little fabrics in here too. So we're just going to start putting on the trims, okay? Now, I am probably going to cut a little piece of this little trim here, maybe, because don't you think that would go in here somewhere? That has to go, doesn't it? With this school theme. And maybe right here at the top of this very first page would be a good spot for that. Because it really is cute. And I'm going to do it. So let's get that glued on. I think we'll go with the Fabri-Tac on here. I'm over the whole dating thing of the player. Yeah, me too. Me too, Jackie. Me too. I'm going back to let's just watch Mahomes. let's get Mahomes going again, you know. Cowboys and Chiefs forever. You go, Tammy. You go, girl. I'm not a football team hater. Because, you know, some people can be that way. You know, if you don't like their team, they hate everybody else's team. Not me. Nope, I don't care. It's all fun. It's just play football. Just play football. Okay. So we're going to put that little cutesy fringe right up there on the top of that page. Okay. And then I'm going to, those little tags I took out, let's go ahead and do some little teeny tiny buttons on there, of course, you know, because I just got to. Let's see, let's go in this one here. See what we've got. Okay, there's some little blue ones, there's little purple ones. Well, let's for sure put a blue one on here somewhere. Go up here on the top of this one. Do that with the little hot glue gun. Football, not dating or engagement. That's right. I'm with you, Mitzi. I don't care who the team is. Like I said, I'm a big fan of my good old KC Chiefs, but I'm tired of it. I'm over it. Okay, so we'll put one button there. I mean, happy for them. Great. Yay. Happy for them. I hope they live happily ever after. I really do. But I'm the kind when I watch football, I want to watch the football, right? Okay, this is kind of a fun little color here we'll put on. These little tags are so stinking cute. They were in this packet too. All of this that I'm using on this as far as ephemera and paper goes, were all in the packet. Okay, so stick that in there. And then, I don't know if there's a red one in this bunch. But I think a little red one would look really cute. Here's my button box. I think it's out in the other room. So, I got such a... Oh, no, here it is. I've got to get back in this craft room here, guys, and get things cleaned up after I do my sale tomorrow night. I enjoy college over pros, though. Me too. I do, too. It just seems like it's a different... My opinion, you know, one, you're doing it, they're just kids learning and they're getting it, and the other ones are pros and have been in it a while, but I love watching those young 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds. Love watching them. The Huskers have a new player this year that came from actually Australia. And you guys... Back about 3 weeks ago, pre-game, I mean, before the season started, but they interviewed him about coming all the way over here. And do you know, in the interview, it was so sad. He was talking, and then they asked about his family, and he just broke down. And he was, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And he put his head down, and he just sobbed. And he says, I miss my family so much. He's got 3 younger brothers, and he misses all of them so much. And, so now, of course, you know, we're all making sure that we're going to make sure that we root for him. And that is so hard, but you think of an 18-year-old, that's a long way to come from home, right? Okay, so we got that one on. This looks cute in there with those little color buttons. Look at that. See what that did to those tags? Isn't that fun? Okay, then we'll come over here. And let's go, these pages here, I did a little more stickers on at the beginning. So I'm thinking that maybe, let's hang on, I want to see where I started the change up was right in here. So for right now on this page, I will probably end up going back and adding more stickers in. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't that. I was just, you know, this burly big guy, and he's like, he just balls off. And I can only imagine, you know, when his poor mother saw that video. Oh my gosh. That had to be crushing. Okay, we'll go back here, and we're going to do, I'm trying to find where, because I don't want to put ribbon on every page, but I want to do something. So let's see if we put it over here. I do like it better when I do my books, when I put it all on the right side of the page, so that when you flip, that's what you see. So let's start here, and then I'll come back and fix this up later with however else I want to do it. Here's this cute little blue check. Let's go ahead and add that up here and get my gooey Fabri-Tac going. I tell you, it's hard when those young ones, you know, those that go into the military and they're so young. Our son went into the Army, and of course, you know, my husband and my dad and my husband's dad, they were all in the military. But I'm telling you, it breaks my heart. That goodbye for our son going into the Army when he went, I thought as a mother I was going to die. I thought I was just going to die. So glad he didn't make a career out of it. Bless those that do. Bless those that do. But this mama's heart, I don't think, could take it. So my sale is tomorrow night, 7 Central, on the Crafty Bunch page. It'll be on Moments with Celeste too. So come on in, you guys. I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff, and I know we're not going to even get through probably half of it. I know we won't. So I may end up doing another one back over the weekend as well, because I got some really good treasures. I just do. Are all those are in the book that you showed? They are, Mitzi. Every one of these are in the book. Idea, an empty box smashed of colored crayons. That would be cute, Jackie. You're on buy restriction. Yep, I know. I have to do that for myself too, because I do what all of you guys do. I get on and watch everybody too. Oh my gosh. But my biggest problem is when I go to my antiquing stores and my thrift stores, and I go to my little junk stores. Oh my word. I can get myself in big trouble. Okay, so we got that one there. I think we'll skip over this one for now, and then maybe come up. I thought a cute little piece of a one would be cute on top of this desk. And let me see which one it was. It was a funky, weird thing. Let's see, where did I lay it down? It was a remnant of something. And I saw it, and I thought that would be a good piece for that. But now, do you think I can find it in my little scrap pile here? No. No, I can't. It wasn't this one. Oh well. I'll find it when I don't want it. But this one might work. Let's see. This is a piece of fabric that I tore a skinny strip from. Okay? Just fabric. I have way overbought on there. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to do. Easy to do. Okay, I think we'll put that up there. And you have to put yourself on a little budget. Okay. So let's see. If we do this, I can bring it down to about right here is where I'll end it at. And what I'm going to do with this one, since it does have, it's a fabric and it's kind of curled, I'm going to straighten it out as I go down with it. An old report. Oh my gosh, Jackie. That would be adorable. And I don't have either one of those. An old report card or a library card would be an awesome writing and tuck space in here. That really would. Really would be cute. Hello there, Renee. How are you, my dear darling friend? This paper lady, busy making paper, decoupage papers. That one you did yesterday, that you showed on your page yesterday, was so pretty. It's a beautiful one. If you guys like decoupage paper, printed papers, check out Renee's website, because she's got some cool things that she makes too. So, okay, I'm going to get this down. Today, you guys, we had so much fun. So my brother retired 3 years ago. And then, you know, I retired a year and a half ago. About a year ago. And then my sister-in-law just retired. Last year was her last year of teaching school. So the 4 of us now get to go do fun stuff together. And we went, I'm going to turn that down. Today we went out for breakfast. We went up about 25 miles from Omaha to a little town for breakfast. And then we went to a cute little crafty boutique place up in Fremont, Nebraska, about 35 miles from us. And we went to an antique store. But we just had the best time, just the 4 of us. We used to do that a lot, you know, back before the kids, you know, were older or younger, and we just used to have so much fun, and so I'm hoping we're going to be able to do more of that. That was a good time. Okay, so then we're going to skip over here, and I'm going to go to this page over here that doesn't have anybody, doesn't have nothing, don't have nobody visiting it, right here. Okay, so on this one here, let's do a trim of, I thought maybe this blue would be a good one in this book, okay? Adding subtraction. Jackie, you're giving me so many ideas. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. You know what would really be fun is if I could find some of those things, and I do put together some kits with these pieces here that are left over. Putting that stuff in the kit, wouldn't that be fun? So now I may have to go out and start looking at those things. I'm gonna put those on my list. Love antique shop. Me too. Me too. I never did until I started doing junk journaling. But my goodness, do I find the cutest things to put in the prettiest things. Okay, so trim that one off. We got that piece up there. See, this would be a good spread page to do, like a library card or a report card, those type of things. So I have to keep that in mind. I do. Okay, let me get this on a little better. Okay. That's such a pretty blue, I thought. Isn't that a pretty blue? Okay, we'll put that one there. And then we're going to, see, this page here is going to need a something too. Now this one here, I had a little piece of kind of an inked up, I've started making bearable pins, and I have found so many beads on there. Oh, the beads. Is it the kind of things like these? Because I bought this off of somebody. Or is this what you're talking about, like the beaded pins? Mitzi? Paper bag sack for lunch? Jackie, you better write me down a whole list. And you got to send me that in my messages. Because I am going to build a kit up for a journal kit for somebody who would want that. So this one here, I'm going to just stick this piece of a note card in there. And we'll add a little something to that. Paper. I love that, Jackie. Oh, Mitzi, send me a picture. A couple of them that you're making. Send them in my messenger, on my messages. I may have to get some from you. I think they're cute. I love to add these little pins. I'm going to be adding them into some of my journal kits. And then they're great little gifts to do with, like, you know, a birthday card or something. I will, my dear friend. Thank you, Jackie. I can't wait to see that list. I can't hardly wait to see that list. That'll be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we got that piece there. But he's going to need a little something more, I think, up in here. So let's put this pretty little gray blue button right up here, just to give that page a little juicing up. Okay. Yeah, I felt so bad yesterday having to miss that live, and so I'm glad today I'm able to be on here with y'all. Okay, so we'll put that one there for now, just to give that page a little bit of some interest. And now we'll do some interest over here. Now, I thought these were kind of cute. Let's see if we can make this happen. I got these off of a sale. Aren't those cute? They're some of those Prima flowers, and they're leaves. So these are all leaves, so I'm going to be adding these to different things too, but I want to see what we've got in here that would maybe, since we're talking back to school, kind of juice up this page a little bit. What if I take and just do a little bit of a leafy border down here in some of the different colors? Those are kind of cute. Aren't they cute little colored little thingies? So if I spread them out a little and I do 4, maybe we'll do a little bit of a larger one up here. But I love these. Now, I'm going to put these down. Then I'm going to take a piece of twine and I'm going to run it down and make it like a vine. So let's see what we've got in my... I'm almost out of twine here, but I think I've got more. Hi, Daryl. How are you, my dear? Come on in. So let's just do this. These are the cutest little... Look at, they have little prints and all kinds of stuff on them. So, I'm going to put one here. And we'll put one here. This pretty little blue one here. Hoping I'll get this done in time. Maybe I can put this on tomorrow night's sale, since I don't want to get too far into fall here before I put it out there. Okay, and then this twine was really kind of gross. It's got chunks of, like, I don't know, tar or something on it. It came like that. Ah, got something in my eye. Love those leaves. Aren't they adorable? I do too. When I saw them, I thought, yep, I gotta have those. So let's come, and I'm going to start this up here. And I'm going to put it like this. I'll just kind of wind it around in here a little bit. Put it over there so it sticks. Got some threads on there I'm going to cut off. Yeah, maybe just kind of string it along here a little. Well, that thread's all over the place. Okay. Give it a little bit of a winding, weavy vine look. Okay. All right, I'll put that there, put that here. Let me stick it down here a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty. I like that. Just add something different to this. Just gives it a little bit different feel. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this off. Those little threads that were hanging all over the place. And then I'm going to take, and I might see if there's a little, I don't think it had like any tiny little leaves in this packet. So, let's see, what do I want to put up here? Ouch. Okay, let's see here. Well, that would be kind of cute on there. It's a button, but it looks like a little mum or something. How about we just put that up there? Let me trim it off. I really do have plenty. Oh my gosh. It's so easy, isn't it? But I tell you, when you need something, you need something. And you better have it on hand. That's how I am. Okay, let's put him up here. Put it right there. And then if I can find another little fun one. Let's see here. That's smaller, and we'll just kind of stick it in here. This kind of has like a little tiger or zebra print on it. I don't know if you can see that. It's a tiny one. Okay, there we go. Just add something a little different in there. Now, if I wanted to, I definitely can come in and I could put some buttons in here too. But for now, I'm going to leave it only because I want to wait and see what I end up putting on the page itself. But there's a start for that. Isn't that pretty? Peggy, too much for me too. I have to get started making things. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Mitzi, too. I've got a little bin down here under the table of all little things that I have started but not totally finished. So, I love the buttons too, Mitzi. You know that I'm a button girl. Okay, so we got some page there. Let's try something over here. Let's go with, let's see, did we do this one already? I know we talked about it, but I don't know if I did it. Yep, I did it. Okay. So how about on this one here, we add a little bit of the blue rickrack. I love rickrack. Okay, and I'm just going to go down the side of the page on this one too, just to give it a little bit of a border. This is going to take me a little while to get this finished up, so I know after I think about it, I'm not going to get this done by tomorrow, but we'll have it done here soon to get it out there with all my things. Okay. Gosh, I'm doing my bead glue like a, or glue bead like I'm a drunken sailor. Leaf came out of a book, I think. Uh-oh, I better check. Thanks, Mitzi. Thank you, thank you. I'll look and see if it did. Okay, that's a pretty color in there. One thing I like about all this book that I had bought that has all the stickers and the pages is that the colors are so fun. Okay, so let's see here if we did. Oh, you know what it was? I think it was this one, Mitzi, and it was just laying there, so it fell out. But yeah, so we're good. We are good. Okay, then we're going to come over to this page here, and let's do some type of a little border on there real quickie. So let's go with this. I've got this denim one. I've got this one that I think is really cute too. It has polka dots or it has the blue checks, and I think I'll go with the blue or the brown checks. And I'm just going to do a border. Nothing fancy. Whoop, not that much glue I don't want. I don't know why this glue does that. It just runs out so fast as soon as you tip it over, you know. Don't do that when you don't want it to. Or when you want it to. It just does it when you don't want it to. Gets those big blobs. Anybody else have that issue with some of these Fabri-Tacs and that? Okay. All right. Lori's coming home tomorrow for the weekend, so we're excited to. She's excited to be coming home. So she'll probably be helping me with my sale tomorrow night. She loves to do that. Okay, so I got a couple more minutes here. Let's go over here, and I'm going to see if I've got something that I could put in to just be a little bit different color. I don't want that. That's too big. That's too small. That's too green. Okay, that's too girly. Maybe not. See if we got. Well, we could do this one. I'm going to do the coral because we've got a lot of coral in this. I just noticed. So let's do a strip of coral here. Run it right up to there. And we'll get that on. think I'm going to have to break out my other bottle after we get through here. Now, you know, some of the books I like to do it so that the lacy part hangs out. But since this one is a lot like a notebook type of a thing, I'm not going to do that just because I don't want to risk everything getting all torn off. So I'm going to kind of go backwards from what I normally do. Isn't that a pretty color? It is, Mitzi. It's a pretty coral. Come on, give me one left squeeze to get her done here. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so that's as far as we got today. It's been great conversation with all of you today. I love it. There is one other page here that I know what I'm putting on, and I think I'm going to see if I can find it. But I got glue all over me. Look at this cute one, you guys. Isn't that sweet? So I have this ribbon that's a music ribbon. And I think I'll just put a strip of music. And I can either go across like this, or I can do the up and down thing too here. Or I can put it on this page to pull it all together. I really like it over here. Maybe I'll just do it on the bottom. I don't like that there. I guess it would look okay to do it here. Let's just do it. Kind of go underneath them. And I'm going to just stick this on real quick with the hot glue gun. Okay. All right, that'll do it. Just need a little bit of smidgen of glue down here, it looks like. Okay. All right. That's where we'll end it today. Just adds a little bit of just the music theme on there. But anyway, you guys, thank you for coming in today. I appreciate it so much. I enjoy visiting with you. I really do. But I'm Jackie. I'm looking forward to your list of things that we can add to this. If anybody else has any ideas, send me a message. I love your ideas. You know I do. I hope you all have a good evening, and we'll see who we see tomorrow night on the sale at 7 Central. And other than that, bye-bye. Love you all.